If you're at work, headphones in.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. It's the reason they should have never gave you niggas microphones. I'm Lil Low.
And I'm Lil Blackheart.
Woo!
Woo!
Welcome back, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back.
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
All right, so we're going to get this thing rolling. Starting
Honorable
off,
mention.
we have Honorable Mention, which is the only segment of the podcast where we give somebody props. And today, Monet has the displeasure of doing that.
I have my mom again. Woo!
Oh, for real? Okay, so it's a pleasure today. But shout out to Mom. All right, so what happened?
It's been my mom like 12 times.
I feel like I've given it to you a lot also. I was thinking about that. I was like,
Oh,
dang.
thank you.
But yeah, continue.
So it's Thanksgiving-ish season. It'll be Thanksgiving tomorrow. And my mom is the mac and cheese lady of my family. Woo!
Oh.
So, shout out to my mom. She also makes the mac and cheese for all of my parties.
Man, that shit is good as a bitch, though.
Thank you. The
My
mac and cheese was the only thing
God.
on the menu that was not early 2000s, but it's like we had to have it. You know?
Bruh.
Yeah, my mom's a mac and cheese lady of my family. So, her, but also sides. As a pescatarian,
Mhm.
I find sides to be the backbone of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If you're not eating turkey, what are you eating?
Ham, though. Well, you don't eat ham.
Yeah, but that's like still a main dish.
Okay. Gotcha.
Ham is not a side
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
unless it's in the greens. Sometimes it's in the greens. You have to ask,
Yeah.
even if you don't eat pork. Sometimes people use like turkey neck bones, but it depends.
Mhm.
Just ask what's in the greens. Not the point. The point is that the sides are the backbone of Thanksgiving. Ah, what would I eat? Nothing. But I give me a little mac and cheese, a little
Green
mashed
beans,
potatoes.
collard greens.
I don't really like greens, but
Oh, okay.
I don't really like yams either. The point
Oh.
is that I still leave very full on Thanksgiving. So my honorable mention is slides.
Okay.
Sides.
Sides and your mom.
Yes.
Yes.
For making one of the best sides. I'm so
Makes
lucky.
sense. Cool beans. I forgot Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Woo!
This year is quickly getting
Speeding towards a halt.
there. Okay, so up next we have Hotep of the Week, which is somebody who is just burnt out, so burnt out to the point where we have to give them their own segment on this podcast. My Hotep of the Week is a group of people, and that group of people is incels.
Oh, they're still happening?
Girl, I came across this video on Twitter.
No.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
I thought Doja Cat like brought an end to that. 'Cause
No.
People were aware.
They're
that she
only
was-
getting started.
Wasn't she in there shucking and jiving for them?
I don't know
Doja
what
Cat?
exactly she was doing.
I seen the video. It seemed a little shuck and jive. I also feel like she was showing her boobs for free.
Okay, so let me give you a little backstory on the video I'm about to show you. So, the first video was a guy talking to these two police officers. And you know it's bad when I have to side with two white male police officers.
It's terrible.
It's
cataclysmic
bad.
almost.
Exactly. So, they're in the hallway and they're basically telling this guy to leave this woman alone because he feels as though he could stalk her straight. The lady expressed that she wasn't interested in dating a man, and he's basically like trying to convince her to date him. He's stalking her. He's popped up at her workplace, and apparently in the apartment complex where she lives, she told her dad, and her dad threatened him. And so he called the police thinking, I guess, they were going to side with him. But the police told him to leave the girl alone. So the caption on the video says, men are afraid that women will laugh at them. Women are afraid that men will kill them. And so this is an update a week later after the police told him to leave this lady alone. This is the police talking to him. They pulled up to where he lived. And I guess he's getting summoned to court. But hold on, let me see if I can get the video. I'm going to do it on my phone.
It was awesome.
Let's see.
Oh.
You ever heard the song Baby It's Cold Outside?
Probably.
You know, he's like saying, she's saying no, I'm saying yes, and they're just playing this game.
That's for the judge to decide, not me, okay?
I know. Just the way it is. And lots of people.
They want
Okay.
people to stop playing that song, as a matter of fact.
First of all, because I didn't even realize how fucking problematic that song actually is until like a couple of years ago.
And I'm a Christmas bitch. I love that song, but like
That is, I don't understand how that song made it onto, like, how
it's
did
so
that song become
it's
so
fucking
widespread?
catchy. That's the problem. And everybody loves a good duet. That's how it snuck on the radio.
Bruh,
I'm not saying play it.
I need to find out who wrote that song.
Mhm. Listen, you see what I'm saying? You don't want to sing it because it's bad, but like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
go
a
on.
problematic ass song.
And now that we hear someone saying, "No, this is just like Baby It's Cold Outside," it
now
makes
it's
it
like
harder.
they're romanticizing and glamorizing the whole thing. When
The
in
fact that
reality,
it's stalkery, because before people weren't like, people were just like, we should just start at the baseline of that this is stalkery.
yes,
People were denying that. Now the stalkers have not only accepted that it's stalkery,
but they're using it as justification to stalk.
it's tragic.
Crazy.
That is not in the Christmas spirit.
Mm.
And I love the Christmas spirit.
Incels get my hotep of the week.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
some
don't.
nut
That's
shit to do.
scary as fuck. Like, that's scary as a bitch.
And he called the police. Bozo. You're stalking somebody. Why would you call the police?
Girl, because her dad threatened him and said if he does anything to his daughter, then basically he's going to get his ass handed to him.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's why but it's like he got threatened because he was fucking stalking. Why the fuck are you
it
stalking?
tracks for me. I don't understand why. What did he think was going to happen?
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Incels get my hotep for the week, though. That was fucking ridiculous.
That was fucking awful.
That was fucking crazy and scary. Not gonna lie. But, yeah, moving right along.
Next, we have Hawaii here, which is somebody who has gotten on our nerves personally, like personally bothered us. And it could be someone we know personally, or it could have just bothered us to our core. I can go first, and I have Cloud Chasers, but like a local edition. So, by local, I mean in proximity to me. I, as we've mentioned, have a growing TikTok following. It's in the triple digits, not like, what's the triple digits? It's the hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's in the 100,000s. Thank you. But with that, I'm starting to see like a little bit of change in people I've known for fucking ever.
What?
Like they'll post me, tag me and shit.
Oh my God.
And it's so hard to accept. It is so hard to accept. But it's like, stop
Girl.
posting and tagging me. Or like you'll post me and you'll tag me, but you won't tag my personal.
What do they say?
Like my Lil Low Instagram.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah. For stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
But like if we're being dumb, like when you wish me happy birthday, you didn't tag happy birthday Lil Low Worldwide.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Oh, okay.
I feel like, yes, it's a very weird behavior.
Weird.
And it's weirder because I would expect people to start wanting to be my friend because of this happening. Now I have people who are already my friend to start like, look who it is. Like, what do you mean look who it is?
Oh, yeah.
Or we'll go places and they'll be like, this food is so good. We should post a TikTok about it. And then they'll watch us on YouTube. They'll pick up their phones and they'll start like filming their food. But while they're filming their food, they're also like looking at me out the side of their eye
Looking for you to do what?
to see if I'm going to join them in making the TikTok and filming my food.
No.
Or like they'll film a TikTok, right? I'm there. I'm in the place. But maybe it's let's say we go to a Home Goods.
Okay.
Look at all the shit we found in Home Goods. And you're tagging me because I was at Home Goods, but I'm not in the video. Why did you tag me?
They want you to repost it.
Right. And so that's starting to get under my skin. I don't like it.
Girl, that's how it starts.
I know.
The worst is yet to come.
I know, and I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. This microcosm of what is perceived to be fame by other people. I'm having these experiences because to me, nothing has changed. To me, I'm still me. So that means that you think about this following more than I think about this following.
Wait until the music people find out about it.
Who?
The music people. You know, the rappers and shit out here.
What do you mean?
Wait until they find out that you have a big ass following and you're from out here. You're gonna be getting fucking shitty ass rap links sent to your damn DM every day.
I mean, and they can send it, but I don't really read them. I feel like Even when people on TikTok who live across the country and they're like, "You're my best friend in my head," I'm like, that is so strange to me because one, yes, bitch, I love you too. I be seeing you in the comments, whatever. But I don't perceive myself to be this popular. Like, I couldn't say I'm having a party and 100,000 people show up, so it's not impacting my daily life.
That makes
with the
sense.
exception of when I have to like get on somebody's ass.
Girl, but you know the internet is the new reality these days. So regardless of who you are in real life, people can be whoever they want to be on the internet, and people look at people's internet presence as their real life. So in their head,
Yes.
you are this person.
I've had to explain to people I exist to you solely as a rectangle. Right? Like I've only ever
on a screen.
I only exist on a screen. And so while there are people who have made ridiculous assumptions of me, there are also people who feel like they have a pretty good grasp of who I am, and both of those people are wrong. No matter if you agree
None
with
of
me
y'all know
all
me.
the time,
Yeah.
everybody's wrong. Obviously, I'm going to interact more with the people who are like, I always agree with you. Like, I like your assessment of things. I like how you think about these things, but there's going to be a day where you don't.
Right.
So for people around me, like in my real life, to know who I am, and even if we disagree on something, it's like, well, you said this on the internet. You must be talking about me. If I said it on the internet, I wasn't thinking about you. I was thinking about what is going on the internet. You're not interesting enough to my audience to make content about you because they do not know who you are.
Somebody must have did this.
They don't know who you are. You feel me? So,
but that's true. No, I agree.
Like, if I'm talking to you or if I'm talking about you or you're talking about me to someone who does not listen to this podcast or does not know us personally, they don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it would not be of good use to like do that.
I mean, I agree because, apparently I'm dense and
we're both ignorant and
dense and a bully.
We should get shirts. One says ignorant, one says dense.
And then it says bully on the back.
Yeah, bully on the back. Or we should just get shorts that say bully.
Yeah.
But that's just like, are y'all serious? Or like, I feel like now these days, sometimes like where I would usually be at somebody, like friends I have, we would be arguing already.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like people let it go.
What?
Yeah.
Like they don't want to, like dick eating almost?
Not dick eating, because they're not going to be extra nice.
Okay.
But I feel
that
like
is a form
sometimes
of dick
people
eating.
won't press the issue in the way that they used to press the issue. Which is not a problem with me because we've been friends long enough that it's like, okay, we're going to argue. We'll get through it. But now I feel like they don't press the issue the way they used to. And it's like, I don't want no fucking yes men. It's crazy because it feels very egotistical to even be having this conversation where I just have 100,000 TikTok followers.
Sometimes it's true.
Because it's like, what are you perceiving? That like, let's
I'm
say.
going to drag you?
Yeah, like let's say you make fucking candied apples. You think that we're going to get into an argument over ourselves or our friendship. And I'm going to say that like, you know what I'm saying? You have roaches in your candied apple store. Why would I do that? Yeah. First of all, it's not true. Or I would have said something to you personally. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's been getting to me lately. It's also just proof that I am, in fact, the main character in a lot of these stories. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah. But like we said before, you don't want to be the main character because when you're the main character, you have to deal with stuff like this.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like,
I feel for you.
And I'm not even getting to the point, like, I don't go outside and people be like, you're the girl from TikTok. That's not my experience either.
Okay.
I've gone to a city meeting. And turns out the meeting was canceled. I didn't check the calendar this morning. They canceled it overnight. And I go to get my parking validated. Regardless, I don't care if the meeting's canceled. I'm not paying for this. So I go inside to get the parking validated. And the girl who's validating the parking says, I follow you on TikTok. And I'm like, oh, girl, just block me.
What?
Like, because she works for, one of the the city organization
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah.
But she wasn't saying it like, I know exactly who you are. It was just like, I follow you on TikTok and just block me as a joke. Like, just block me. I'm insane. But that's about it. There's never been, you are Lula. You want to take a picture. It's never been that. And I don't think it's really
it'll
going to be
get
that.
there though. No, it's gonna get there.
I feel like TikTok is such like a geo-sensitive app that if people around here were going to know about me or my TikTok following, that would have happened. And I'm fine with it not happening where I sleep, you know?
Yeah,
Like where I lay my head. So for my friends to be thinking about it.
it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like people will make suggestions like, oh, you should, reach out to this hotel. Like, let's say
Why?
you tell me, hey, you want to go to Toronto? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's go to Toronto. I've never been to Toronto. I've never been to Canada, honestly.
Right.
But if you were like, let's do that. And then your response is, you know what you should do? You should reach out to, what's a hotel in Canada? They have the same hotels?
Mm-hmm.
You should reach out to Best Western Plus, if that exists. And see if you do a video.
They'll let you stay for free. Nobody's even doing that. Why the fuck would Best Western, a chain fucking hotel line, give you a free room because you posted a TikTok video?
Or like they DM you the thing on Instagram where it's like, influencers get free stays. And it's like, I'm not an influencer. I'm just a loudmouth with a smartphone.
I don't know though.
And before that, you should have just felt like I was a loudmouth. Because as transparent as I am on the internet, I'm not someone who's different on the internet that much.
Okay, I kind of see what you mean, but at the same time, you're a personality.
I'm a personality on this podcast.
Your personality on TikTok too.
I don't really feel like that.
But that's what you are though.
Because I feel like on TikTok, I'm just yelling what I would be yelling into the void.
I understand, but it's like your page is kind of like your personality. You're not really a comedian, but you're funny. Like you are a personality. Like you could be on Girl Code or something like that. You remember that?
I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you in a sense, right? Like, that's probably
Yeah.
a better way to put it. I'm a personality, not an influencer. But I feel like if you knew me before I had my TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was yelling this shit before. So the same way to me, it doesn't feel any different. It should not feel any different to someone who's known me.
Nah, but the people who know you and the people who are around you are going to realize what's happening for you before you do.
But
That's
what
why
is
people
happening?
start acting funny and jealous.
But what is happening? Nothing
You're
is
going
happening.
up. You have something lit that they don't have. That's what's happening.
Well, then maybe I'm just not weaponizing it in the right ways because I feel
Maybe
the
you're
same.
not. Maybe that's the discussion that needs to be had.
Like, I've got into it with the mayor. That's about it.
Yeah,
That's
but
about it.
I mean, no, but you get views, like you get traffic, and it's consistent. So, like I said, it doesn't matter how simple it seems to you. To others, it's gonna seem like something super, super, super big because it's just something that they don't have and probably will never have. So they're gonna act different before you start thinking they should act different because they see the value in it before you realize what's really going on. Does that make sense?
But why act different at all?
Why act different at all? Because they feel a way.
What do you mean?
They feel a way. They feel some
What is
type
the
of
way
way.
to feel?
Jealous, intimidated.
But what
Definitely
are we jealous
intimidated with
of
that
or
piece when you were talking
intimidated
about the dragon.
But I've never, as long as anybody has ever followed me on the socials or in person, first of all, if I fuck with you, even if I don't fuck with you, like if I don't fuck with you in the moment, I'm not going around dragging people.
Right.
Like even when I'm around other people who don't like my friends, I'm not going to sit there with them and talk about you.
Yeah,
So it's
I
never
can
been that.
attest to that.
Even in the history of my TikTok, I've never gone up there and been like, I know this motherfucker personally, and they're getting on my last fucking nerve. I dragged a girl who scammed me
Yeah.
and the mayor. That's it.
But I think, okay, with the girl that scammed you, I think because of the extent that you went with that, there might be a little confusion on how far you're willing to take things on social media when somebody pisses you off.
I mean, that's fair. And I did
Mhm.
have to have that argument even with people in the comments because they're like, why are you still going? I'm like, I'm not still going. There's been plenty of videos where I'm like, this is the last video. I don't want to talk about this bitch anymore. And the next thing I know, she's
There's
saying,
another
I
thing.
sent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was never, I'm just going to talk about this girl. I actually did a lot of work to like keep trying to move my platform away
From that.
from that.
Okay.
So it's just like, I would not like, no.
Okay. Makes sense.
And I feel like you should know, like, if I was going to drag a motherfucker for getting on my nerves, I would have done it by now.
Yeah.
So why are you acting weird like you don't want to piss me off or you don't want to, you know? It's very strange. And I really don't like it.
Well, like I said, you just got to be careful because sometimes people realize what you have before you do. And that's why they act different.
Whatever.
The people who support you are just going to act the same. The people who really support you are just going to act the same.
I just, don't be weird. Don't pretend you're not mad. Don't, you know?
No, pretending you're not mad is crazy because
I'm going to tell you the exact context after the show and you're going to be like, what? That's not even like that's a weird response. I don't know.
yeah, I would like to know. Just keep your shit cool.
So that's my whole why is you here.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that for you.
I don't like it for me either.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. My whole why is you here are beautiful women who have ugly ass attitudes.
Ugh. They feel like it's part of the damn the branding.
Yeah.
To be pretty, you have to be rude.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I've seen it.
being a dancer, like being in the club and everything, I'm not a friendly person when I'm in the club, but I try to be cordial or like just do shit that's good energy because it's like who
these
the
are your
fuck.
coworkers.
Yeah, it's like who the fuck wants to be around a stank ass person? And I just try to show I'm not on no hating ass shit.
Yeah.
So I told this girl one day, you know, that she was pretty, she looked nice. She always has her makeup done. She's a really good dancer. I just think, I don't know. I mean, I still think that she's the shit, but she just has an ugly fucked up attitude. But I told her one day, I gave her a compliment, and she just kind of looked at me. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to take the compliment back because I still feel the same way, but it's just like, okay, you kind of went down a few notches in my head. It just kinda, you know? And I just feel like that's just weird. You don't have to be mean and rude and stuck up.
You don't.
You can be pretty and be nice. I promise you, it's not going to make you any less pretty. If anything, it'll make you more attractive. But I just don't understand that. I don't know. When you get a compliment, just say thank you. All you got to do is say thank you.
Say thank you.
So, yeah, that's my whole why is you here. And come to find out, like, she does that. That's a thing that she does because somebody else said the same thing. They were like, yeah, I gave her a compliment. She just kind of looked at me crazy. So, still
Fuck
think
'em.
you're beautiful. Still
I
think
don't
you're a
know
great
you.
dancer, but why you got to be so mean?
Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway.
That breakdown is insane.
Reggae rock is like an underappreciated genre and dominated by white people, but story for another day. Anyways, we're on to Let Me Stay Focused, which is our topic of the week, and I have it. So I'm going to play you a TikTok
Okay.
without the context and then ask the questions.
Okay.
Monogamous relationship,
And they're not.
and homeboy is cheating,
And you know that
and
as
you
his
know
friend.
that as a
I don't know why women think that when our homeboys be cheating on y'all, we don't say shit to them. That's the furthest thing from this fucking truth. We tell these motherfuckers all the time. The only thing is they don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, they don't give two fucks.
The issue isn't you checking your boy and him not giving a fuck. The issue is you checking your boy, him not giving a fuck, and you not giving a fuck about him not giving a fuck. Because if that's the case, you might as well have not said anything. I would not knowingly be friends with someone who cheats on their partner. That would be a friendship deal breaker for me. It shows such an intense lack of empathy, morals, ethics, and values that I could only assume would would trickle into other aspects of their life, including our friendship. I also wouldn't want to associate with pseudo-co-signing that type of behavior and apathy for how one's actions impact others. When women are upset about y'all not checking your homeboys for cheating, it's more of a complaint about your proximity to it occurring and you not really being that opposed. Because if you were so opposed, you wouldn't keep that secret for them, looking their girlfriend straight in the face pretending she wasn't just cheated on. Technically, we could even go a step further and say your morals should be so loud and concrete that people would be uncomfortable cheating around you. Social media is constantly asking when the glorification of toxic relationships will end, and it's unlikely that it will be anytime soon, as we currently have a culture that doesn't see cheating or toxicity as big enough of a deal to be a deal breaker. Y'all don't see it as severe enough to leave partners who cheat. Y'all don't see it as severe enough to expose partners who cheat. Y'all don't see it as severe enough to stop being friends with people who cheat. In fact, y'all think it's so not severe that it's become a running joke on social media and is glorified in many forms of media. Until that culture changes, which will only happen if the behavior aforementioned changes. Anyway, cheating isn't a mistake, it's a conscious choice that mentally scars people for a very long time. More people need to see it as abhorrent, like most of the behaviors y'all display towards others. How some of you sleep at night is truly beyond me, so let me know if you need to borrow my charging station.
Thoughts?
Nah, I agree. I agree, but I feel like this is my thing, because you already know. Sometimes I tend to think of reasons not to fuck with people. And the way she overthought that, I was impressed. I was impressed. Because it's like, at first, when I heard the guy speak, I was just like, oh, I mean, maybe you have a point. But nope. She saved the day. And she came in and overthought and overcomplicated that process. And I agree, because that's true. If somebody is comfortable cheating around you, what does that really say about you?
Yeah.
Mind you, there are other factors that come into play, but,
Yeah. I'm not going to say I don't agree with her, because I do. I think that this take, obviously, because it is a social media post in response to one person, lacks nuance. But it doesn't have to have nuance, because the whole context is there before she starts talking.
Right.
I think that I do get the point where she's like, you should be the type of person that people aren't going to be cheating around you.
Yeah.
Like, I've known my friends have cheated on their partners, and this is after it has already happened.
Right.
And usually, to me, I've never heard about anybody cheating where they don't really break up with that person within a week or so. Like, by the time I hear about it, it's the end. It's over. So there's really nothing for me to like about. I don't think I can think of a time where I idly sat by and watched
somebody cheat.
Yeah,
that's
like
what
over
I'm saying.
and over
I don't
again.
think I've never seen any of my friends cheat.
That's why I'm like,
But if they did do it,
yeah,
it wasn't
maybe
around
they
me.
knew better than to bring it to me, because I personally I've never cheated on anybody, and I do think that the biggest point she made is that if we want people to stop cheating, we have to make it that if you're cheating, you're a shitty person.
Yeah.
That's a shitty thing to do to somebody. So, I mean, and I already feel that way, but I also feel like a level of, there's a couple of things that truly sort of disgust me, and one of them is cowardice. And I feel like cheating on somebody, and then on top of that, not telling them that you did that, is cowardly to me. So maybe that's why I just don't fuck with it, because I think that you're trying to do something that makes you happy, not tell somebody about it because they would be mad. And so you're robbing them of the ability to be mad about something they should be mad about.
Right.
So that you can do what you want. And I think that that's a little bit fucked up. So I do feel like the key in there, which she said, I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. The main point of getting people to stop cheating and it being so fucking popular is to start, when people start cheating, be like, oh yeah, even I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, like, no,
we were friends, but like, if you would do that to them, then what the fuck
would you do to me? Yeah, that was a good point. Now I'm gonna start. Yeah, that was a good point.
Because it's like, are you supposed to fuck with them? Now, obviously,
right, and that's supposed to be your person. Like, that's supposed to be your partner.
Yeah, and obviously, we're not talking about situations that include like abuse, or it's harder to just get out of this situation, period. Then obviously sometimes it's hard to cut things off, but you still deserve to have someone that you're happy with. That's implied. That's what I'm saying, like, this video doesn't have to, but it doesn't need it, because these are responses to clips from a fucking podcast such as this one. But with the exception of that, it really is like, so you just gonna, instead of like, that shit, like, is pussy. Like, you're being pussy. Break up with the person or tell them what the fuck you did and
Right.
allow them to decide if y'all need to stay together.
Yeah, because that's unfair. Like you said, you robbed them of the chance to make an informed decision.
So I thought that was a really good assessment, and I think that tying it into, we're not mad at you, because we think you didn't say anything to your friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that whether you said something to them or not, they kept
They
doing
still felt
it.
comfortable
and
enough
you-
to do it around you
Right.
because you let it slide.
And I think that the other part of that with men,
Mm-hmm.
well, with all friends, but I see it more commonly with men, is that there is such a shitty reputation about being the friend who tells.
Yeah, with
Right.
anything.
Like, because there is going to be the homeboy that's like, they might not tell you, but they'll do like the you deserve better
Yeah,
or like
type
shit
shit.
like that. I think, one, y'all need to stop getting on your friends who do that. Because I get why you get on them, right? Like, they've just made your life wholly inconvenient.
Right.
But no, because you made your life wholly inconvenient when you, as a grown person, made
Decided
the decision
to-
to do this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it's like cowardly, and I mean, what do we have to do, as especially like usually the people on the receiving end of this behavior?
Mhm.
What do we have to do to get people to stop?
Girl, I'm gonna just keep it a stack with you. I don't believe that it's going to stop because it's only getting easier to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Well, okay, stop was not a good term of phrase.
What are we gonna
but-
do to make consequences for cheating?
Yeah, probably, because it's just like maybe consequences is the thing, right? Because to get it to stop being so popular.
There has to be consequences.
Yeah, because I mean, I said the only time that I know that I've been cheated on, I beat the fuck out of that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she did tell me afterwards, she's like, everybody says they're crazy. Oh, if you do this, this is going to be my response.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she was a serial cheater. I don't know what the fuck she had going on. But she did say I was the only person who said, like, should this happen, I'm going to fuck you up.
And did it.
And did it. So maybe restorative justice looks like an ass whooping.
Yeah, I was about to say violence is a pretty good consequence.
But short of that, right? Because now we're going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do? Because the Sis Is She Cheating page almost destroyed the infrastructure of this city.
I didn't even know such a thing existed.
You don't remember the summer where there was the Sis Is He Cheating page and people was putting their niggas in that Facebook group and all the women's in the comments?
See, I don't be on Facebook.
But then the girls would get into fights in the comments, and it's like, no, this was
What?
about solidarity.
Yes,
bitch.
no.
What are
I
you
thought
doing?
we wanted the real answers.
Anyways, I made a come up because I was dating nobody at the time, and
so
I
you
was
was just
like,
sending niggas.
I was like, you send me $5, I will put your nigga in there. I'll put your nigga in there.
What? So wait, why were people paying $5? Why didn't they just send it themselves?
Because they didn't want to be the person to send it.
Oh, okay.
Because, right, let's say I'm dating someone's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I know who this person's girlfriend is.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're getting less and less of the we didn't know he had a girlfriend. Like, I don't feel like that's as common as it used to be. I know who his girlfriend is.
Okay.
But if someone who is not his girlfriend posts this nigga,
then we know we have a real problem.
then he fucking everybody, right? Because he
Yeah.
could have been telling me I'm some sort of like, I'm about to leave her for you, blah blah blah. But
but
then
no,
it's
there's
like,
a
who
third
is this
person
bitch?
involved.
Right. So now they mad, they coming out, they telling their tea, and they think we in the same boat. Honey, I've been paid to do this. Good luck to you. You know?
That's smart.
So, anyways, the niggas was messaging me. Because, you know, somebody's sister is always in there, screenshot, send it to the nigga, hey, you in here. And they'll be like, who sent you?
I thought it was supposed to be anonymous.
It was anonymous in the sense that she didn't send it.
Right. So how did they know it was you?
Because I sent it. You can't send it anonymously. That wasn't an
Right,
option.
Right, but I'm saying like they would post that it was you that sent it.
They would screenshot him in the group. Let's say somebody posts my brother. I would screenshot that, send it to my brother.
Okay.
You in here. In there is my Facebook name. They're not trying to do me the favor of cropping my name out and just saying, just so you know you in here. Because that would be solidarity, and we weren't doing solidarity. The girls weren't doing solidarity. That was the problem.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
the niggas would message me.
Mm-hmm.
Who sent you? Now,
Who sent you?
now, You're saying who sent me? Is it this person, this person, this person, and this person? I'm screenshotting that shit and I'm sending it to the bitch who sent me $5. They on your ass now. I've fucking had it. But the point is this, and I would be like, I don't know none of them bitches.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Don't know. Yeah, sorry.
Good luck
You better
to
really dig deep on this one. I'm not telling you none of that. And I'm blocking the girl on this Facebook and giving her my other Facebook. We over there. So we don't even got no friends in common, Mr. Nigga. You're in trouble. That's the point.
Yeah. Good job.
But that almost collapsed our society.
Really? Oh, yeah, because they were having a civil war.
Man, that was a good time. We were trying to do the right thing. It just didn't work. I wish we could bring it back. The point is, the niggas who was cheating, they sent me that list. Even if they didn't send the list, the fact that you have to say who sent you, because I know I didn't fuck with you.
Right.
If it's your lady, you should only assume, is this your lady?
Right. That's pretty smart. That's a good idea.
Thank you. I made a killing.
Yeah.
And I did some justice. So maybe we need a better form of that. Maybe we do need something that is truly anonymous. But the problem with anonymous is that people lie for the sake of the drama. We need something tangible.
Yeah.
Like really
something
tangible.
real.
Yeah.
That was a really good idea.
We had it. It was in our hands.
But y'all just can't stick to the motherfucking plan.
God.
We could have had this shit on a handstand. Cheating would have probably been, well, we would have had somewhat of a chokehold on cheating.
We could have. And the thing is, the men didn't come back with, bro, is she cheating?
Right.
They started a Facebook group and just named it bitches who need $40. They weren't on to us enough. We could have had a head start. Could some of you have ended up in the $40 page? Yes.
Yeah,
but that is a small price to pay for salvation.
Incredibly small.
I'm a victim now because I was right there.
On the brink of success.
On the brink.
On the brink of success. We almost had it.
And sometimes I would just know somebody nigga cheating.
And
put him in there. Lie. Hey, somebody. Because they knew I was the girl that was getting the $5 and I wasn't coming off the truth.
Somebody put your nigga in here.
Somebody put your nigga in here.
Might want to check that out.
Watch this on YouTube. All I'm saying is I was doing the Lord's work.
You were.
For free.
Indeed. Or for a very small fee.
Well, sometimes I would just put the nigga in there.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they didn't send me the $5.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing the Lord's work for half price. That was a steal. I should have charged $20.
Yes. Big come up. $5.
Huh.
Big come up.
It was right here. So now we got to come up with something else.
Girl. I'm going to make one. I'm going to make a page. I'm not going to tell y'all what
and
or
if we
when,
find out you sent it to the nigga, you're getting the boot.
Yes. Because why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? But, yeah, I'm going to make me a page. We're going to get this shit back going.
We're going to figure something out because we can't.
We're going to get this shit back going.
Maybe don't call it something like that. Just call it like, sis, does anybody know him? And before you start fucking with somebody,
go and reference the page.
Go in the page. And we need to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, bitch, I dated him a couple of times. I wouldn't do it. He don't got no money or stuff like that. You know, it doesn't have to just be cheating. Let's save ourselves the agony. Yup.
He doesn't fucking, like, he's dirty as a bitch.
He stole from my house, you know?
Right. He took the money out my piggy bank. He fucking doesn't brush his teeth.
We could even do, sis, do you know them?
Mm.
Everybody.
Anybody.
Who is this? Before you become somebody's friend. Does anybody
Let's do a
know?
background check. I have to do a coon check
and a coon analysis.
Coon analysis.
So it might not be through social media, but we have to get some sort of thing going.
Yes.
Because this is an epidemic.
It is. I agree.
It might be a pandemic.
We
I
gotta
don't think
fix
that
this
people outside
thing.
of the U.S. aren't going through this.
We gotta fix this thing.
Ugh.
Mm.
It's always on our shoulders.
Main character there once again, showing
Ugh.
y'all we are the ones.
Somebody has to step to the motherfucking front lines.
Other than us.
Other main characters, join us. We're
Come on, man.
tired.
We gotta join forces at some point.
Don't call me white girl. Mandy B. Wheezy. My friends over at the Poor Minds. Maybe the podcast will take this under control.
Carisha, please.
Carisha, please. We need assistance.
Horrible decision.
That's Mandy and Wheezy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fucking Angela Yee, Gigi
Even
McGuire,
you.
Stephanie Santiago. Get on the fucking phone. We're going to have a conference. And I'm serious now. I'm serious now because there is a girl on TikTok. She's like, yo, you want me to call your nigga? I'll call your nigga right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she do be getting up there against people.
I will dedicate a segment on this podcast to doing that. If y'all really want me to do that shit, I will.
We can.
Like, we can really get this shit popping. You remember War of the Roses?
Yes, vaguely.
Where they would call somebody's like boyfriend or significant other and be like, you want a free dozen roses? Who do you want to send them to?
We talked about this because you said that was here, and what we had was called the Jam Scam on Jam 94.5. Oh, yeah. Sometimes it was cheating, sometimes it was just making people very upset.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
War of the Roses on Z104 every Wednesday.
And you should be too smart by now to not
get caught up.
Yeah. Anyways.
We ain't even gonna go there.
Let's just move on to advice from Umar. I'm sick of society.
I
really
because it's like we're never gonna fix this thing, and we need to fix this thing, but we don't know how to fix this thing. What the fuck are we gonna do?
I'm not even being cheated on. And I'm worried about y'all.
Yes.
And I'm worried about society.
Yes, I'm worried about society because herpes you cannot get rid of. So if somebody's cheating, we need to know now.
Tragedy. What's the advice?
All right. So the advice from Umar.
We always
let me
do
put
this.
it up on my phone.
We always do this. It's so depressing.
Get hung up on how stupid people are. Golly. God. All right. Let me see.
Brothers and sisters, and let's get over this all lives matter. Let's get over this all lives matter. Okay? We ain't dealing with all lives. We dealing with us.
Period.
Okay? It wasn't Chinese and Arabs and Jews who was brought to America against their will and forced to work for free. It wasn't Chinese and Arabs and Jews and gay white people who were systematically dehumanized by law. It wasn't Chinese and Arabs and Mexicans and Jews and homosexuals who was made forbidden by law to get an education. And every time you got caught learning how to read, they take a digit off your finger. End up taking off all your fingers, your thumbs, your toes, your extremities.
I would just stop reading.
Lives matter because all lives.
I would just stop reading.
Black lives have been through. I said all the lives ain't been through what the black lives have been through. So don't.
Okay, so I just want to cut it right there. And my advice from Umar today: worry about yourself.
Worry about your fucking self.
Just worry about yourself. Fuck these people, because it wasn't Jimmy and Bob and Sally or whoever when you was down bad. It wasn't Jimmy and Bob and Sally or whoever when you was going through real shit and needed help. It wasn't Jimmy and Bob and Sally or whoever when you was struggling, crying to sleep or whatever. Why the fuck does Jimmy and Sally and Bob matter?
I would like to go on record that he is wrong. I think people don't realize that we don't know that Umar is dumb.
Yeah, he's dumb, but in
that sense, technically, it's not true. So Chinese people were forced to build the railroad and not paid, so they were forced to work for free. There are people who were brought here, against their will. Jews weren't enslaved in the U.S., but they were brought somewhere else and enslaved.
Girl,
the
we
point
got it
still
the worst,
stands.
and I'm sorry.
in here, in the
We-
U.S.
And we're the only race that's still getting it the worst.
In the U.S.
But this wasn't even about the race thing.
Yeah, no,
be
I wasn't
honest.
trying to argue about
Yeah,
the race
to be
thing. I was
honest.
just saying, because people think that we play these clips
Mm-hmm.
and we agree with him. But the whole point of turning
Well, no,
it
I'm
into
talking-
actual
yeah,
life
I'm
advice
talking
is
about
that we
the
imply it's
real
not
advice,
good advice. Yeah.
But still, that's another conversation for another day. But still, fuck them. They weren't there for you when you were down bad. They weren't there for you when you was going through real shit. Fuck them. Their battles is not your battles to fucking fight. Worry about yourself. Fight your own battles. And that's just my advice from Umar. Going into this winter, keep that in mind. They don't need a fucking Christmas gift. Where the fuck was they at? They don't need a fucking Happy Thanksgiving text. They don't need none of that shit. Not a Happy Thanksgiving, not a Merry Christmas, not a Happy Hanukkah, not a Happy motherfucking New Year.
Made me put his gun out. Yeah. Running
Where
through
were
the pussy
you?
like a nigga going
When all
jogging.
the dogs needed help.
That's Drake.
Yeah, I know.
Lawyers in that commissary. You ain't gonna pay yourself. Man, he said I'll buy the neighbor's house if they complain about the noise.
Nah, that was crazy. Drake getting crazy too though. I should have had Drake as my fucking hotel
We must move on.
for that Megan Thee Stallion line.
He
Fuck
was
you too.
dead ass wrong. Again, you think we talk about people and we don't think they wrong. He was dead ass fucking wrong.
He
I skipped the song.
was.
I skipped the song when I tried to listen to the album because I just don't even want to fucking no.
Drake just a corny ass nigga. 21, can you do something for me and not do another
I
project
did like
with
that
nigga?
though. Everyone was like, "This is fruity." I'm like, "I love this shit."
Yes,
21.
cut it the
Can
fuck
you do
off.
something for me?
Cut it the
Can
fuck
you do
off.
something for me? 21. Can you?
I'm not a fan
Of 21 Savage?
of Drake. I love 21 Savage.
I love him in his little voice.
21 Savage, I actually liked him. I
do.
mean, I still do.
I think I would be his friend.
I think I would. I think I could be friends with 21 Savage because he's not super close-minded.
No, he's not.
Like he's gutter as fuck, but he's not super close-minded.
I love that for him.
Yeah. So I can deal with niggas like that. But fuck them. That's my advice from Umar.
Okay, and
Fuck
what
'em.
do we got next?
Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break,
And
which I will be taking a break for a minute. But I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking a break for a little bit. I will see y'all when I see y'all.
sayonara. Bye.
Bye.